So permutations, we're going to talk about what permutations are. We're going to get a new formula. We're going to solve new problems. So, thank you. Permutation is choosing items from a list. Oops. When the order in which you choose the items matters. For example, I like to think about Subway, right? What do you always have to pick first at Subway? Bread. You can't pick everything else before you pick the bread, right? So there's a starting point. The order that I pick the stuff that goes in my sandwich matters. Okay? So then factorial is our other word. And this is usually shown with an exclamation point. I'm going to put one over here. Okay.
I had these in my ACT yesterday and I had no idea what they meant.
So if you see an exclamation point, we will now know what that means. It's factorial. And this is multiplying all whole numbers from the chosen number to 1. Okay, so for example, if the chosen number is 4, 4 factorial is just 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, so whatever number you're at, you multiply all the numbers below it. Okay? So those are the 2 words we need to know. Now we need the permutation formula. I'm gonna move this. Okay, so the way we do this is we're picking n number of things r at a time. So it's n permutations of r is the way you write it. So n permutations of r, they're going to give you 2 numbers. The bigger number is always first. Okay, so you have a list of so many things and it's going to say choose this many. Okay, the formula is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. Okay, we're going to talk about how to get that buttoned in your calculator and all that. We're going to highlight this in green. Okay, and it's n items taken r at a time. So n is the total number of choices, r is the number of items you're going to pick. Taken, sorry. Okay, finish writing that. Okay, so whoops, if I don't trip. We are going to try this basic problems without any story problems to start with. So 6 permutations of 3. Write this on your notebook. Sorry. 6 permutations of 3. Okay, use the formula. What's n? 6. So 6 factorial divided by
6 minus 3.
6 minus 3 factorial. We're using this right here. So n permutations of r. So n is 6, r is 3. Okay, so you type this into your calculator. You're gonna type 6 first. Okay, so type 6. Then there's a button on your calculator. It says PRB. It's right here. Click it.
Oh, it's letters.
Okay. There's 3 choices, right? You're on it automatically underlines the first choice. Arrow until you got over to the exclamation point.
Okay.
The arrow. Click it. Then hit enter. Hit equals. Okay. So find this. Then hit equals. Okay. Now we have to type the rest of our problem. So type divided by. Okay. Then put a parenthesis. 6 minus 3, parenthesis. Now you gotta go back. So you gotta click the PRB button again. Hit the exclamation point. Hit equals twice. 120 should be what you got if you typed it incorrectly. How many people got it? Good, awesome. Okay, what happened to you? Let's find out. That's because you don't have the rest of the problems. Okay, 6 factorial. Okay, you did it right. Then you had to say divided by 6 factorial. There you go. Okay, so that is how you type it in with the factorial key. Okay, you can write that in your notebook if you want. Write it down now if you need to. So then it's this key. So you click that, and that has the 3 options. So you just arrow over to that and hit equals, and then you can type the rest of your problem. So divided by 6 minus 3. Whoops. Parentheses, and then you got to go back here. Get that and hit equals. So now you have the whole problem.
Just write that down.
Yep. So the answer is 120. Make sure you get that written down. Is everybody that was copying down the how to type it in got it?
Yeah.
No? Okay. I'll leave it up there. Second problem. 12 permutations of 5. Okay, set this up. What's the formula?
NP5. And then it's 12 over
12 factorial
5.
over 12 minus 5 factorial. Okay, this time. Does everybody have this written down? Okay, I'm gonna erase it real quick. This time, we're gonna try a different way to do this. Okay, you're gonna type 12. So you type the first number. You hit this button. What does that first choice say when you hit the button? Isn't that what we're doing? So hit the NPR, underline the NPR and hit enter. Then you gotta type your second number. 5. So if you're looking at your screen, it should say 12 NPR 5. Hit equals.
95,040.
That is another way to find these. Okay. This is the permutation button. So you don't have to type in the full formula. Okay. Yep, that's the answer. What do we get? 95,040.
So what? Are we gonna add more stuff into this?
No.
I'm adding instead of like numbers, I'm adding like in, so when if I'm doing it later on,
That's a good idea. Okay, so check this out. Kyra's got a good point. If you're a person that wants to write down how to type this in, she said, well, I put the N here so that I know I can plug in whatever number it is. Then I typed in the button or wrote down the buttons, and then I wrote R so I know that I put the R value here. Okay, so if you're writing it down for how to type it in your calculator, that's a smart way to do it. Okay, one more of these, and then we're going to talk about some story problems. Number 3. 11 permutations of 8. Okay, set up the formula. What goes on top? 11 factorial divided by factorial. Good. Hey, you can choose which way you're going to type it in your calculator. Type it in your calculator. Don't shout out your answer. Hang on to it. Think about it. Meditate on it.
Is it a big number?
Most of these are big numbers, yes.
The first one.
I'm sure. I don't know. Why don't you ask? I don't know. Numbers never end, so I suppose there's a lot of things out there. Okay, what we get? 6652800, right? 6,652,800. How many people got it? Or we're doing it, but I cut you off before you finish. Cool. Okay, so now what I want you to do, I'm gonna erase the calculator type in thing. That piece of paper that I handed out. Grab it. We'll tape it in later. Don't stress about getting it taped in right now. But grab it and put it in. Be looking at it. I'm trying to make mine bigger so you can see it. There we go. Okay. This first one. How many ways can you arrange the letters in the word March? How many letters are in March? 5. So we have 5 choices. 5 permutations of, well, we have to use all the letters, right? So how many are we going to choose? 5. So 5 permutations of 5. Do it. What do we get? 120. That's the answer. This is not going to get any harder. This is what it is. This is why we save statistics for the end of the year. It's a nice break.
No graphing.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Yeah, it is because I had to do it again.
Okay. How many ways can Dale choose his favorite 5 songs from the Billboard Top Hot 100? Okay, so how many songs do we have to choose from? 100, right? How many is he going to choose? 5. Remember, the total number of things always goes first. How many you're choosing goes second. So now type that in your calculator. Don't shout it out. Just type it in. All right. Somebody, a volunteer. You don't have to read it like perfectly. Just tell me what numbers it is.
9, 0, 3, 4, 5, 0, 2, 400.
Everybody agree with Kyra? So 9,034,502,400. Hey, it's a lot. Hey, number 3, there are 9 members of the science club. How many different ways can you choose a president, vice president, and secretary?
Oh, wait, 9.93.
9, there's 9 total.
93.
Permutations of 3. I like the competitive spirit. Okay, take your time, solve it, relax, hang in there.
Math is fun with you.
Okay, what did we get? 504. There's 504 different combinations of people that could fill those roles. Okay, a collection of 12 books. 5 are to be selected and placed in a particular order. 12 permutations of 5. Type it in your calculator. Hang on to your answer, please. All right, what do we get? 95,040. 95,040. Where else did we have that? It was the same problem twice, if you paid attention. Okay, questions on how to do this?
No.
Is this making sense?
Yep.
Okay, here's the deal. All you have to do is a CK12. When you're done, you're done. Right? But on CK12, there's one, I know for sure that I had to report the question because their answer key is wrong. So if you get to one that talks about coffee, put in 180 and move on. Okay.